6 Sports presents the Dean Trailways 5th quarter 30th anniversary.
Did you hear it's the 30th anniversary of the 5th quarter?
Yo, you know it's been 30 years since the 5th quarter?
Really?
Well, it's 5th and 30.
Dude, that's not a football term. 30?
30! It's 5th quarter's 30th year.
Oh, that's lit. Bulldog Country?
Let's ride!
Well, how do we even begin to describe how excited we are for opening night of the high school football season? Hello and welcome to the Dean Trailways 5th quarter. It is the big 3-0 this year, and what better way to celebrate its milestone birthday than with the battle at the Big House. I'm Audrey Dahlgren.
And I'm Nick Mantis. A rivalry was renewed tonight between the Panthers and the Vikings, but before we get to that run-heavy slugfest that we saw, you have to see the treatment that the Haslett Vikings got when they got to Michigan Stadium.
You know, this is a really cool thing that they do for the teams who go there. The Vikings were the home team, so that's one of the perks they were able to have when waltzing into the Big House. Rob Zimmerman and his crew went through the same thing last year when they played Traverse City Central. Brad Thomas, though, wanted to make sure his guys were able to soak it all in, because once it came time to play some ball, he wanted the awe of playing at Michigan Stadium to be out of their system. And boy, Nick, they were ready to rumble, weren't they?
Yeah, and how about from the opening kickoff, DeWitt sent to the hands of Akai Amakri. The junior running back is a speed demon, taking the opening kick back 95 yards to get the Vikings on the board, and there's plenty more where that came from. But
Did you do that? Did you speed it up?
I did. I got talent like that. DeWitt's running back, Blake Howard, he's got talent too. Going in for a short touchdown, but he ran for 103 yards in the season opener. The Panthers defense pounced in the second quarter. Jonathan Warner picks up the fumble and returns it 32 yards to the house. DeWitt took a 14-7 lead into halftime. In the third quarter, the Panthers punted to Akai Amakri and got similar results. This time, he takes it back 75 yards to tie the game up at 14 all. But the Panthers have just too many weapons, like sophomore running back Abram Larner, who takes in the go-ahead touchdown as the Panthers are going to win it 21-7 the final. And Audrey, we were there, and you caught up with the senior Panther who was so thankful to get another big win at the Big House.
Well, Bryce, you get to be back here again at the Big House to open the season. Just describe what the experience was like for you this time around versus last year.
Yeah, it was a great experience. We had a great community show out, so that was really exciting. And then obviously playing in this insane environment is just crazy, so we loved it.
What did you like that you guys did tonight, and what did you think that you can improve on?
I liked how we gave a good effort. I think we played really hard, which is great for a first game. We made a little bit too many mistakes, like mental mistakes, formations and stuff that we can improve, and we got to clean up before next game.
When you look at this game too, obviously it was a very run-heavy game that was to be expected between Haslett and you guys. And so what did you think when you saw Abram Larner punch it in from 1 yard out to solidify the lead for you?
Yeah, that was a big play. I think we really needed that to get our momentum back.
What else too can you say about the run game today?
We ran hard, which is huge, and I think our O-line's got a couple things they can improve on, but they played hard, and that's all you can ask out of them.
Well, what a way to kick off the season. And hey, since it is a brand new football season, we decided to add a 4th member to our 6 Sports family. So I need 3 things from you: your name, where you went to college, how excited are you right now?
Okay, well, here we go. My name's Haley Schoengart. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky.
Right.
I went to Western Kentucky University, and I am so excited to be here with you all tonight.
We're excited to have you as well. Much like East Lansing's football team is happy to have a brand new turf field this season. The only problem, though, is it wasn't done in time for tonight's home opener, which meant Bill Faracco and the Trojans had to hit the road this week to take on Portage Central. And in the first quarter, the Mustangs were looking for their first score of this season, and that is when Peyton Porter gets it to help Portage Central take an 8-0 lead because they, of course, had the 2-point conversion. East Lansing was held scoreless in the first half, but that all changed. thanks to running back Kanye Jackson. This is one of his 2 touchdowns. Call it a hop, skip, and a do, why don't you? And what a win for the Trojans. EL comes back to take down Portage Central 21-15. And staying in the blue, Holt was also on the west side of the state taking on Caledonia. The Rams came out with a whole bunch of confidence in this one. And on the opening drive of the game, the defense benefits from a little hot potato action. Caledonia coughs up the ball, and Carlos Speed recovers it for the Rams. However, they couldn't take advantage, and Caledonia's Mason McKenzie is going to get a little shifty with it here. After breaking it to the outside, he fights to the middle of the field and puts the Fighting Scots up 14-zip. And still in the first half, Brock Townsend is going to jog in for another Caledonia score. Holt drops the season opener 35-0 and will host Mason a week from tonight.
Well, another one of our area teams in the CAA Blue had a first-year coach making his debut tonight.
Yeah, F.A. Scott Amakpour is now the man in charge at Okemos, and the Wolves' very first game of the 2022 campaign led them to Bulldog Country. Mason knows all about playing the Wolves week 1. Other than the 2020 COVID year, these 2 teams have opened the season against each other every year since 2011, and the Bulldogs let out a mean bark tonight. Second quarter, Mason looking to add to its lead, and after fumbling the football, Carson Carswell showed everyone how you just recover with ease. Launches it 46 yards to the promised land, and Caleb Parrish was just waiting for it. One of his 2 TDs for 61 yards, 34-0 Mason. Then on their very next drive, he puts it in the hands of the oh-so-crafty A.J. Martell, who races into the end zone with ease. It was a part of his 146-yard rushing night. He also had 3 TDs, and they just kept flexing their muscles from there. Nick Wells got a little help from the big boys up front. From 1 yard out, he was pushed past the goal line. Mason wins its season opener 69-0. Up next is Holt, and that will be a goodie.
Yeah, well, another goodie was going down in the land of the Hornets as Williamson head coach Steve Kirsten was locked in, hosting an exciting Zeeland East squad. The Hornets took a 14 lead in the third quarter, but the Chicks answered back on the ensuing kickoff. Brady White, a.k.a. White Lightning, took this one about 95 yards to the house, making it a 2-point game, 14-12. But the Hornets have a talented offense. Alex Petersburg swings it out to Hunter Eifert, who has some space and makes it a race to the pylon. 15-yard touchdown for the Hornets, and they would keep the pedal down as Petersburg ran in him for his 2nd touchdown of the game, as the Hornets will go on to win it 30-12 the final, and Coach Kirsten was mobbed by his guys per Williamston tradition.
Our guys fought. We said in the locker room at halftime, it's going to be a dogfight. Who's going to want it more? And our guys just made plays.
It's just a surreal experience. The way we were able to battle back and get a win here, but we're focused on next week now. We got LCC, so.
How did Alex know that we were getting ready to talk about the champs?
He's got skills.
Yeah, apparently. Well, Jim Baker and his squad opened up the 2022 campaign at home tonight, and wait until you see what went down in Cougar Country.
Shocking is one word that comes to mind, so you're going to want to make sure you stay with us. Plus, we're going to march on out to Red Raider Country to see how John Navarra and his squad did on night 1 against a long-standing rival. See you in a bit.
High school sports action with the Dean Trailways 5th quarter 30th anniversary. Friday nights at 11:15 on WLNS.
Our client was seriously injured when she was hit by a bus. We tried her case and won a multi-million-dollar jury verdict right here in this courthouse. Fighting and winning for our clients in court, in trial, that's the Bernstein advantage. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Call it a sense of purpose, a higher calling. At Dean Transportation, we call it our passion. It's simply who we are. 60 years of pioneering the best health and safety standards because safe student transportation is essential. We are hard-working folks, connecting children to learning, schools to our communities, and you to a better career. Want to make Mid-Michigan a better place? We'll put you in the driver's seat. Join the Dean family today and help to connect our kids to brighter futures.
Are you a referee? Apple, Omaha, fade, illegal substitution, pylon, interception. How many words? Breaking into words. Oh, I know it. Helmet catch. Stop guessing the helmet catch.
Isn't the Caesars Sportsbook app with Caesars rewards where the more you play, the more stuff you earn, and they have fast payouts because Caesar is the man?
Yes! Is that a thing? How is that even possible? Nice job, Coach. It's 27 words. Worst clues ever.
Pretty obvious.
Impossible. Who guesses that? Cooper is my favorite, Archie.
Come on, Brian.
Dad, look.
Brian, come on.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Brian.
Ready, Brian? Summer won't last forever, but you can go out and make memories that will during Toyota's National Sales Event.
Save big on the roomy new Toyota Highlander, like this electrified Highlander Hybrid with fuel savings of $3,000. Save even more with 1.9 APR financing.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places. For over a century, we've made cars. It's who we are. But for Michigan to keep leading, we've got more work to do. That's why Governor Whitmer partnered with Republicans and Democrats in the legislature to pass a plan for historic investments that modernize our auto industry. Here in Lansing, that means $2.5 billion for a GM battery plant and thousands of new clean energy jobs. So call your legislator. Tell them to keep investing in Michigan's clean energy future.
When you're hurt in an auto accident, don't let the insurance company treat you like junk. We'll fight the insurance company and make them pay every penny you deserve. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Welcome back to the Dean Trailways fifth quarter. And you know, Nick, there are a lot of first-year coaches in the area this year.
Yeah.
We told you about F.A. Scott Amakpour earlier in the show. And at Waverly, they have a first-year coach in D.A. Jones.
Yeah, Jones has never been a varsity coach before, but he does have nearly 20 years of coaching experience underneath his belt, and he was ready to lead his Waverly Warriors into battle.
Oh, yeah. They'd have a tall task in front of them, taking on Jim Baker and his Lansing Catholic Cougars. However, their Division VI crown didn't make the Warriors flinch one bit. We'll pick things up in the second half. Cougars trailing when Alex Fernandez finds Brandon Lewis in the flat. He tiptoes down the sideline for a big gain. That sets up Nick Gruber. He's going to take the handoff, cuts it up the middle, and dives for a Cougar touchdown. Catholic within 5. But the Warriors' ground game was working tonight. Was told that this guy is going to be pretty impressive this year. Jai Wood uses his speed to keep the Waverly drive rolling, and then it's Wood again for the score. Warriors up 11. One last chance for the Cougars. Fernandez looking to pick up the 4th down, but Waverly D comes up big. They take down the champs 18-7, and Coach Jones picks up his very first win.
It feels good. It feels good. You know, I think that, we went through two-a-days. We kind of changed some things up in terms of how we approach two-a-days. With something different for Waverly. We have a couple of bars and standards that we set for the team. And so it feels better for me for the young men to see the philosophy that we have in terms of how we play football, the coaching staff that we put together to get these young men to buy into the way that we coach. It just feels good actually to see them experience a victory. Defense is extremely important. So even though I call offense, I've always been a defensive-minded guy. And so that's one of the things that we want to be known as for our defense. And so we make that the staple of how we play. For me, I kind of take it one game at a time. So we're going to put this win behind us. We got Sexton next week, and so we're going to prepare for Sexton.
Well, one team that is waiting to get their crack at Lansing Catholic also is Portland. The two rivals, but right now Portland was just focused on beating Ovid LC tonight. And how about this for a stat? With the exception of the 2020 COVID season, these two have been season opener opponents since 1966.
Portland has won every game in this matchup since 2009, and tonight the Raiders look to extend that streak for yet another year. While John Navarra and his coaching staff had their eyes set on securing win number 13, all eyes were on player number 15, Mark Nobis, the senior QB in the shotgun for the Raiders. He hands that one off to Connor Kasmer. He finds a hole and gets that one in for 6. Portland gets it going early, 14-0. Moving now to the second half, Nobis, he's going to roll right, and he sends one right on the numbers down to Drew Miller. The Raiders have got a lead foot on that gas pedal tonight. Nobis and Miller, they will connect once more, and that will secure it for the Raiders. Portland trots away easy with this one, topping Ovid LC 36-8. Well, it's time for us to take one final break, and when we come back, we're talking all about the Mighty Titans.
That's right. Jackson Lumen Christi started the season on the road, and they were in a nail-biter tonight. Plus, while most CMAC teams were playing tomorrow, Langsburg was battling in the rain, and let me tell you, defense was an option in this one.
We're watching 6 Sports, sponsored by Farm Bureau Insurance.
At home, we're about comfort. And now our Comfort Deck reclining at Value City Furniture is up to 20% off during our Labor Day sale. Or enjoy no interest financing. We are designer looks. Only at Value City Furniture.
Community means where we raise our families. We serve our community, we help our community, we give back to our community.
Because it is our community, and we're here to stay.
Hearing starts here at Advanced Audiology.
Keep up with Michigan State Athletics with the official MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show. Straight from the MSU campus to you.
Freedom from surprise fees with Asterisk Free Checking. True story. Welcome to Huntington.
I'm miles beyond my knee injury. I am Henry.
I use science to help families grow. I am Henry.
I'm a new mom with brand new lungs. I am Henry.
I made sure that the cancer in my chest never got to my heart. I am Henry.
I'm Henry.
I am Henry.
When you found your inner believer and all-around conqueror, you found your Henry.
Come on, Brian.
Dad, look.
Brian, come on.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Brian.
Ready, Brian? Summer won't last forever, but you can go out and make memories that will during Toyota's National Sales Event.
Save over $5,700 in fuel costs on the electrified Corolla Hybrid and get 1.9 APR financing. And college grads save an extra $500 on any new Toyota.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Shop Value City Furniture during our Labor Day mattress sale and get a free adjustable base with the purchase of select mattresses. Plus, save big on brand name mattress and adjustable base sets. Or get 60 months, no interest financing. Only at Value City Furniture.
Welcome back to the Dean Trailways fifth quarter once more. Hope you've had some time to, grab a snack. Our opening night tour around mid-Michigan wouldn't be complete without a check-in with Herb Brogan and the Lumen Christi Titans.
Now, what a matchup they have with New Lothrop, which is just 2 years removed from winning the Division VII state title. Let's head to New Lothrop, where the rain wasn't keeping the students away, but it was a tough one for both of these offenses. First drive of the game, the Titans, and they were getting to the red zone as quarterback Joe Lathers is going to keep this one himself and surge into the end zone for the score to take a Titans take a 7-0 lead. Later in the first half, and then come the Hornets as Jack Culhaney flips this one out to Nick Barnett, and he gets some nice blocking and is gone all the way in for 6. But the Hornets would fail in a 2-point conversion, still trailing 7-6. Third quarter now the score. As Hornets, same score, Hornets on the doorstep. This time, Culhaney is going to do it himself. Hornets take a 12-7 lead, and that would do it as New Lothrop gets a big win at home over Jackson Lumen Christi, 12-7 the final.
All right, let's head out to the CMAC country now, where Langsburg was hosting Durand, and the students, well, they have no problem cheering in the rain. First quarter, Durand's Gabe Lynn cuts it to the outside and is going to turn his touchdown into a little slip and slide for the first score of the game. The Railroaders were keeping on chugging all night long. They built a 14-0 lead, but the Wolfpack answered back. Ty Randell's quick pass to Connor Hollenberger, and guys, I learned this tonight, spiking the ball does lead to an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty this year. Durand had an answer, though, on the very next drive as Charlie Rollins slips through the defense on his way to the end zone. Durand goes on to take down Lanesburg 50-31, the final.
Well, night one in the books.
Yeah, we're all here.
We did it.
Check.
We did do it. But also, we have another fifth quarter tomorrow night as well. A lot of big games taking place. Rivalries as well. Charlotte is at Olivet, and also Lansing Sexton is going to be at Everett. So we have another fun-filled Friday.
Yeah,
this is Thursday.
The champs, too, last year, Pewamo, Westphalia, they're in action tomorrow, so that should be a fun one.
Yeah, we have a lot of good stuff coming your way, we should say, for tomorrow night. But we do thank you for being with us here. Have a great rest of your night, and the four of us, we'll see you tomorrow.